If you don't have a dream, don't hang around other people who are in the pit too. Get around somebody who has a dream that God has given them. Listen, because dreams are highly contagious.
I play an infinite game. I don't play a finite game. In my game, there is no finish line. By the way, I was born into the game that was already being played, and I'm going to die in the game that continues. So when you have a big picture, you just say, my job isn't to make sure that my odds are so high that I get a win. My job is to do something that is so incredibly beautiful that even if I do it and even if we don't win, lives are being changed.
I feel like right now I'm like the best kept secret.
You'll appreciate this. I was the best kept secret for 11 years. Think about this, dude. You were shot in the fucking head. You're so lucky to even have this at bat. I know you're hungry.
Yeah.
And you want to be not the best kept secret. You want to be on.
100%.
But I'm telling you right now, the best era is when you're the best kept secret. I loved a little bit deep down being underestimated.
Yeah.
You know, like,
100%
you know, like a bit,
yeah.
you know, because in 5, 7, 9 years, you're going to be known, and then it's going to be a different thing. Enjoy this process. You're young as fuck.
Awesome. Thank you, Gary.
You got it, bro.
A lot of people out there chasing their dream, but their dream is to just be rich, and that's not a dream. You know, if you try to go out and just make money for the purpose of making money, first of all, you could end up in the wrong place due to it. You could be miserable, and then when you get it, if you don't have no goal on why you were trying to achieve this goal, you feel unfulfilled.
Yeah.
This means that whenever you give, it's always going to come back, so you don't have to ever think about that again. Just give, and the rewards will be greater than you can ever imagine.
You were born to do great things. Now's the time to leap over the obstacles of fear, procrastination, and self-doubt. Determine what you really want out of life. Write it down and read it over several times a day.
Have you changed your lifestyle? You don't look like you're buying really expensive clothes.
No, I'm not buying really expensive clothes.
Are you buying things? Are you buying things that you would
No, I have a little like 1-bedroom apartment with a mattress on the floor. That's where I live.
Go do something. Do the best thing that you can think of. Put the best plan you have into practice. It's not going to be perfect, and it will change along the way. But it will change partly because you become disciplined pursuing the path. And as you become disciplined, you become wiser. And as you become wiser, you become able to formulate better and better plans.
And now it's our generation's turn to do great things. Now I know, maybe you're thinking, I don't know how to build a dam. I don't know how to get 1 million people involved in anything. Well, let me tell you a secret. No one does when they begin. Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started.
400 trillion to 1. That's how rare it is to be a human being. You're literally more likely to win the lotto 10 times in your life than actually have a life. So please squeeze the shit out of your one life.
Albert Einstein said that imagination is everything. It's the preview to life's coming attractions. That's what your imagination is. Your imagination is actually very, very real. It is impossible for you to think an impossible thought. That is impossible. You can't think something that ain't possible. You ain't that smart.
It's great if somebody has an amazing education, but I know from my own experience and my own life and other people that I work with that you don't have to have a degree to have value or to, be of tremendous worth to different businesses.
When you are a great reader, you can articulate and speak and command the English language in ways that other people cannot. And people think you're a lot smarter than you are, lots of times, because you're a great reader.
Imagine if you would work on a business, on some business that you want to develop, every day for an hour. Imagine how further along you will go and get. So it drives me nuts because when people say we don't have the time, we have 24 hours a day. We sleep 6 hours a day, so that gives you still 18 hours.
If you are really confident about your financial situation, you probably are not going to be wearing an 8-pound chain around your neck. Because you know, oh, I got bank. I don't have to show you how much I got. I feel good.
The fact that if you start making a lot of money somehow, you're not going to have your boss cut your commissions. I mean, I knew sales guys who made so much money that their bosses cut their commissions because you can't make more than your bosses. Well, listen, when you have your own small business, the sky's the limit. If you make $10 million, you make $10 million.
I think failure teaches you things that you don't learn from success. I think failure gives you an opportunity for self-examination. It also gives you a feeling that is very uncomfortable. And that very uncomfortable feeling helps you grow.
You know, most of the time when you're wearing watches like this, a watch like this, watch like this, you don't need to know the time. You know why? Because you better own the company.
Self-discipline is the center of all material success. You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind.
Keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship.
You stop playing around. Time's running out on you. It's serious. You got a chance to change your damn life, and not just your life, the life of your children and grandchildren forever. The choices I made, the work I put in, difference I've made, my great-great-grandchildren will know the difference. It'll be a portrait of my grandchildren, me and my wife. These are the people that changed our family tree forever. You need to stop letting the damn world push your family around. You get pushed around all the time. It's not normal, and it's not okay, and you need to change it.
Thoughts create your life, and so you have to think positive thoughts all the time. You have to force yourself to think positive thoughts at times. And so I do a lot of different affirmations. I am whole. I am good on my own. I love myself. I love you, Jennifer. I love the universe. The universe loves me. God loves me. I am youthful and timeless at every age. I am enough.
You have an idea that you genuinely think is good. Don't let some idiot talk you out of it.
There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time.
I can't just sit there and mourn at my fractures and my disability and be like, oh man, see those dudes, they're doing so good. I was never like that.
Come on, man.
I ain't never been like that.
There's a saying, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present.
It don't come easy. In life, you have to work. Either you want to be the shark of the ocean or the fish of the ocean. And right now, we want to be the shark. Take over everything. Strength, no weakness. If he could do it.
This isn't a movie.
He believed in himself. And you can too.
Oh man, you gonna put it on me like that?
You can do anything that you want.
And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right.
I've been a scoundrel in my life. I've been selfish. I've been cruel at times, hard to work with, and ungrateful. But so many of you in this room have given me a second chance. And I think that's when we're at our best, when we support each other, not when we cancel each other out for past mistakes, but when we help each other to grow, when we educate each other, when we guide each other towards redemption. That is the best of humanity.
It's easy to give up.
Hell yeah.
It's the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm done. It's easy. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm going to do the same thing again today, but I'm going to try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world.
Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. It ain't but 24 hours in a day. You cannot be sleep 8 hours a day. You can't live in LA and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
People are always asking me, Ty, how to become a millionaire? Well, I got a question for you. When's the last time you read Will Durant?
People go, never. I go, yeah, there's no hope for you. You haven't read books by the greatest thinker of the last 100 years, maybe, of civilization? Man, we live in such a weak-willed society that people want to never learn. They come out of high school, the average person never reads a nonfiction book again. I got news for you. If you're not a perpetual learning machine, there's no hope for you. You don't have to be a genius, but you have to be a learning machine. You have to be a learning machine. People are so weak-willed now, they come out and they go, oh, Ty, I want to get in your programs. Where do I find them? TyLopez.com. You're not smart enough to use Google? You're disqualified. Why are you talking to me? Now, this is a mean message, but hey, sometimes the truth hurts. And it's better to get the truth than have somebody lie to you and say, oh, you'll blaze your own path. Forget blazing your own path. You blaze your own path and design your own airplane that you get in? No, you get in one built by smart people. So study smart people and then you got a chance.
Being in the practice of finding the light, love, and lesson in everything I do is a whole different practice. So if you can say to somebody, they say, oh, I really don't like this. Really? Let's try to find some light in that. Have you ever looked at it this way? Have you ever thought about it this way? Can you think about it this way? I literally challenge myself all the time. If I ever feel aggravated, I've completely changed my mindset to explore the light lessons in love and whatever it is. Not many people have that mindset, but the winners do.
What do you see among other entrepreneurs in their 20s and 30s? What do you see the biggest mistakes they make?
The biggest mistake, and I think it just has to do with the fact that we've lived in this instant gratification world for the last 10 years. I believe there's two human cancers, self-entitlement and complacency. And they sometimes can, believe it or not, feed off of each other, right? Because self-entitlement means that you think you deserve it, and complacency is almost like you feel like you don't have to do anything else.
Right.
And
so that you like, you almost okay.
Yeah, you feel like you've kind of arrived, right? Like you've already made it.
Yeah.
And, I believe that's the biggest mistake that a lot of people make, especially the youth right now, is that they think everything's so easy, right? Pull up my smartphone, there's an app for that, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But there's something to be said about kind of paying your dues. Mm-hmm. And, I think that's something that, to be honest, I think COVID is teaching us right now, that we weren't as healthy economically as we thought.
Every day practice this and you will be a success. Live your life with a lens of productivity, accessibility. What does that mean? Ask people how you can be of value. Add value to somebody's life. Appreciate them. But more importantly than that, I ask a more critical question every day. Do you know anyone that can help me? I'm launching a book July 16th. Does anyone know anyone that can help me? We all have, on average, about 1,000 followers or connections of people. 1,000. Yet, most of you are at this show in person with thousands of people, and you haven't asked one person, do you know someone that can help me?
When Elon Musk became the richest person in the world, everyone was going crazy on social media. They were posting it everywhere. People were posting it more than him. He left a comment to somebody and he said, oh, wow, I'm the richest person in the world. That's strange. Okay, cool. Back to work. See, if you want to become the richest person in the world, the way that you do that is by focusing on something that's bigger than yourself. Elon Musk doesn't care that he's the richest person in the world because he wants to be the richest person on Mars.
Some people are just unhappy with themselves and their sole role in life is to tear you down. But you don't need to listen to them. The most important thing for you to do is share your story and be heard. So be awesome.
Distribution is what unlocks wealth in business. Ask yourself this question. If you're in business yourself, you are selling a product, you're selling a service, you're selling online, offline, it doesn't matter. Think about your bottleneck. What is stopping you from going to the next level? My guess is, chances are, it's distribution. It means that you're not getting enough exposure and attention in the marketplace right now. And attention, the right type of attention, is the new currency. If you're not getting attention, you're not attracting customers and buyers to your business. Now, think about even for a franchise. Let's say a franchise network like McDonald's, or it could be even like a Starbucks. They have many locations, but really it is a distribution network. It is a distribution channel for them to sell more coffee or more products or more fries or more burgers. That's what that is. Distribution unlocks wealth in business.
I don't get rid of haters. I'm like, come on, man, bring it on, dog. Tell me about yourself. You talk about money too much. You ain't got any. Or you work too hard. You don't work hard enough. You too cocky. You ain't cocky enough. Why you gonna blame my swag because you ain't got any? Huh? You left yours at somebody's house. Somebody told you you were an introvert and you bought into it. right? Somebody said you're shy and you bought into it. Somebody said you don't need to have a business. You don't need all that. You don't need a jet. You don't need the big house. You don't need a bunch of money. Dude, you gave up. I didn't. Keep it to yourself. You don't need to be contagious. Look, if you don't believe in you enough to invest in yourself every day, I don't have time. I got the kids. I got the wife. I got the marriage. I got the problem. I got the Boy Scouts. I got this. Dude, you're sold on something else. I don't even know what you're talking about right now. You're manufacturing.
It's Motivation Monday. I have a question today. Are you constantly looking for motivation? If you are, you probably just haven't found your passion. You need to look deep. You need to look hard. And you need to find the passion that'll instill that drive in you every single day. Passion is great, but when you find your passion that you want to do every day, like I found in advertising and marketing, wow, it's amazing what you can do. Too many people just take a job. Don't take a job. Find the job you have passion for. This is Motivation Monday. This is your time. You go get them.
If someone's standing behind you, let's say in a mall, and they're staring at you, you will feel it. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. They are concentrating. They are sending a powerful charge of energy at your brain. It's setting up a vibration in you, and you feel it, and it's not a very comfortable feeling. And you turn around, sure enough, somebody's standing there staring at you.
Just in general, you're working from a place of lack. Like, as an entrepreneur in general, if that's your answer to anything, then you've already lost, right? So for anything, like I don't have enough time, I don't have the money for X, Y, Z. If that's your answer, it's game over. Like that can't. It's always about the resourcefulness, not about your resources. Always, as an entrepreneur.
I'm always scared, right? Like, I'm always playing anxious and nervous. I think if you don't have anything that makes you anxious and nervous in your life, then you hate your life, right? Because then you're just staying inside your comfort zone. You know exactly what to do. You're photocopying your life over and over and over again. And so life isn't about having no fears. It's about conquering the fears. What Dean said yesterday about having the courage to jump out of the helicopter, right? To be like on the edge here of the helicopter or the plane and say, I'm going to jump, to have the courage to do that. That's what you guys need to do.
The truth is, I'm still learning to rest because in my mind, resting meant quitting, and I didn't want to be a quitter. You know, I grew up in Texas where we had sayings like get her done and cowgirl up, and my favorite was hide your crazy and be a lady. So I was doing my best. But resting is about recovering, and that's exactly what we're supposed to do. It's refueling.
This is the truth. If you can see it here, you can hold it here. If you can entertain the idea, you can cause it to move into form because you are in harmony or can be in harmony with the laws that govern your being.
Hey, there are a lot of things in life that can stop you. Don't let it be yourself, okay? Don't let it be the thing up here that holds you back. Please, please, all right? Don't stop until you've at least started.
The most costly advice in the world is bad advice. It's your broke friend telling you how to make money. It's your single friend telling you how to fix your relationship. Stop listening to all the crap. Stare at your destination like an obsession.